There are many. We will mention some. Some of them, in fact, the key among them is the issue of Stamp Duties Act. I mentioned on this program in August 2023 and November also 2023 that the law is obsolete. It is a 1939 act, and the act was still carrying issues of 26 kobo, 30 kobo, like that. But completely the committee has put aside that law, and there is a new law on stamp duties. That is something that is commendable. And there are some clashes in the tax laws, or there are some provisions that have long been overdue for amendments, which the committee has worked tirelessly on, and the bill has addressed issues like the minimum tax issue on companies that are making losses. It is very unfair that if the Nigerian government is a partner in every business, unwanted partner anyway, that when you make your profits, the government will come and share in your profit in the name of tax. Then when you make losses, the government, I expect, should also share in the pain of the losses of businesses. So by removing minimum tax on companies that have made losses, that is a giant leap, and is commendable also. And then for people who suffer injury in the course of work, or whatever sort of injury, if they receive compensation by way of that injury, up to 50 million naira compensation for injury, for libel, whatever, then they will not pay capital gains tax, which was not so before. And when you look at even the issue of minimum tax, no, not minimum tax, personal income taxation, currently anybody that is earning up to 300,000 naira per annum will pay 7% as personal income tax. But with the bills, if the bills get scales through the National Assembly and it becomes act, now even with an income of 800,000 naira, you pay 0 personal income tax. So that suggests that even people who earn minimum tax, minimum pay, will not pay personal income tax on that. And then the issue of electronic levy that is charged and shared and collected by the federal government, now it will be shared to states. Then there is issue of multiplicity of taxes. That in Nigeria now, you have over 200 taxes, about 65 official or legal. It's too much on businesses. So the bill now addresses that. Now you have 10 or less number of taxes that the people will have to deal with. It's also commendable. And then the simplification of the tax laws, and then unification. Now you have all the tax laws in one book and simplified. In fact, the committee is now set to even interpret the laws in the major languages of the country, so that it will get to even people who cannot speak English to understand the tax law. It is also key. So, and even the operations at the level of the FIRS is something that has simplified the operations. I will not forget to also mention that there is something that is really an issue of concern. That is what we call the headquarter effect. That when you talk of value-added tax, to follow the principle of ease of doing business, the companies that have branches all over suffer in making returns. It is agreed that they have to make returns in 100 different places if they have 100 different branches. But the FIRS now issued a circular asking them to pay where they have their headquarters centrally. And that may be a good intention, but then when it comes to sharing what is collected in the VAT pool account, some states will take credit, will sit authoritatively on what does not belong to them. And that is the issue of Lagos State in particular, to the detriment of the other 35 states and Abuja. So because of that, the bill has come up with an issue of electronic fiscalization system. A very good idea. How the workings of that system is what is worrisome. Will it work? Who is going to develop the software package? Who is the vendor? Can he be trusted? Who will operate the machines? Who will supply the machines? What machines, what equipment will be even used is questionable. Because even when I heard Mr. Tayo Oyedele talking about the equipment that will be used, he was talking of maybe, whether it is FIRS that will supply or it is the government that will supply, and what equipment they are going to use. Is it the POS machine or something like it, or is it the INEC Beaver with its attendant problems? That is not clear. But if the fiscalization will actually work, it will help a lot in doing justice. So for me, the bills have addressed a lot of issues positively, but the government and the members of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms should be courageous enough to take inputs from Nigerians, especially from tax experts, and then make necessary amendments. So that is my take on this.
Thank you very much.